And on the line, I have no other than Her Royal Highness, Her Majesty. I hope I get it right this time. You know, I get it wrong all the time. I get it right. I get it right, Queen?
Yes, you got it right, darling. I can work with that. I can work with that.
All right, there, the Queen. Let me get the Queen hype boat here, man.
Hey, 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 hey. Y'all me serious? PC Boom is there?
Yeah, PC Bro say he won't be coming in today.
Okay. Like dynamite.
Pull up.
Yeah, yes, that's
yeah.
darling.
So yeah, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. This time. Yeah.
Oh, it's just the two clowns. No, they call you a clown, by the way. I just checking in to make sure, you know, that just the two of us clowns.
Yeah, just two of we. Yeah, PC Bros will be 8 today.
Okay.
Big shout out to PC Bros, you know.
What happened really now?
Man, call in and hear what you know, man. You just tell me he can't come in, so I ain't so sure, you know. You can call that for you.
Because nowadays, right, when you hear somebody can't come in, or a business closed, or until further notice, you know what is be happening.
You just assume it's COVID.
You just got to assume, make some assumptions.
Yeah, it's true. But nah, he's not sick. I asked him, my man, you alright? He said, yeah, man, I sick or that, so it ain't no COVID.
You certain?
Yeah, he's certain.
Okay, I just checking every you call. You would know better than me, you know. you got a better idea. So what happened at your side of the woods now?
Sure. This was a rough month, you know. It was a rough month. You understand? But things a lot better now.
Okay, you get any DJ work anyway, or that branch cut off altogether now?
That cut off altogether until further notice.
Gravy boy up on that side.
Yeah.
So you're getting to work at all the extra work?
Not play out wise, no.
Not at all.
Okay. Ain't changed. Like you asked me so a few weeks ago.
Right.
Yeah,
but I thought it's starting to pick up a little bit.
Nothing so man. None of the flyers.
Flames, you know, you've got to fan the flame and listen and catch up sometimes. You can't sit back and wait for the storm to come back. So you go, if you get a little thing, a little ember there glowing, you got to get sand and fan it and hold that sand over. So you can't put together nothing and see if you get a chance one. So you by itself, nothing at all happening.
Man, it's good. You waiting patiently till event start, but I ain't really saying nothing. It's good. It's very good.
Be the entertainers. The entertainers suffering real bad out there, so here the ones that getting a little pick outside, you know, that went Miami Carnival, I was able to get another little pickup from, because the Miami Carnival, you know, some promoters see them and think and say, oh, okay, then we can do something later on in the year. We got you there for the standby trade, but you got your vaccinated though, because I was asking you vaccinated? Oh, okay, good. Well, you can get their work maybe later on at the end of November when Barbados not the big thing. You know, Barbados Independence Republic thing turning the end of November.
True.
And there's a lot of big things in Miami and New York weekend. So some of the fellas will get their guava.
Yeah.
So hopefully you get something. Anyway, people, good evening to you and welcome to 2 half an hours put together. Compliments of Mark Otto Spears. And of course, good times that Otto Spears at, Versi, apartments.
Wait, hold on. I just hear a little cut out with the phone here, just making sure it's good.
Man, we got a lot of water and massive equipment inside there, you know. You hear me, though?
Yeah, man. So, of course, these
Bel-Air,
2 half hours
George.
comes to you with Bel-Air St. George, 437. We can do every other.
Right.
You get on first. You get on with Bel-Air first. Get on.
Bel-Air St. George, 437, all right? 9819.
Correct. Spooner Hill St. Michael, 425-9361.
Right, you got one here, so I ain't sure apartments, but you can, if you recognize this number, you can tell me where it is. 271-1297.
That's 6 Road St. Philip.
But here, you peeping, you know something. Well.
I be still got one more to tell them about, you know.
This one here, who's 228-6992.
Salter St. George, man.
Baby, you're peeping again. You're doing well. You're doing well done for yourself. That's all of them. Got another one.
That's 4 locations. That's all 4 there.
You certain?
Yeah. We said Bel-Air, St. George. We said Spoonersville, St. Michael. We said St. Rose, St. Philip. And we also say Salter, St. George. So that's
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of Salters in St. George, they're having a big vaccine extravaganza again there, right?
Yeah.
This Saturday. Let me pull up the information. I don't want to miss.
You don't want to say the wrong thing.
Don't want to say wrong.
All right.
Right. The Glebe Polyclinic, in association with Max Otto Spears and Salters Medical Center, will be in the parking lot by Max Otto Spears, Salters, St. George this Saturday, the 30th of October, for the vaccine rollout. Right?
Nice.
Right. So if you had your first dose already, you can come and get your second dose. If you never had a first nor a second, which makes sense, because if you never had the second, if you never had the first, you can't have the second. You can't got the second. So if you never had none at all, you can come there between 9 and 3. And even for the people who getting the booster shots, I think you can walk into, because the government now asking people over 70, I don't know, people with comorbidities and things, that had the vaccine like 6 months ago, you know.
Right.
They can come in now and get the booster shot, because they say the vaccines after a while they start to weaken down a little bit.
Okay.
So you can come in and get your booster. So that is on this Saturday, the 30th of October, at the March or the Spears Car Park there, so Salters. The medical people going to be there. So it ain't like me and PC Brown's going to be giving me the vaccines and all that. So they've got the medical people from...
Professionals.
So the professionals, right, from the Glebe Polyclinic and Salters Medical Center, they're going to be there. So the professionals going to be there doing the vaccines. That's this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. The sponsors is Bajan Pure Water and, of course, Results Auto. A nice tent, let me say it. They've got chairs, so you're going to be in a hot sun. They've got water there for you to drink. And, of course, if you want water with a little snack or whatever, you know, good parking and everything. And in the... right there, so up at the St. George and St. Michael corner. That little corridor there, so people from the Pine, Haggett Hall, Wildy, Jackman's, further up, going up to that part, the Road Salters, St. George, all around the back there, so by Chafette there, so by thing, you know what I mean? You can come in and get yourself sorted. This Saturday. And, of course, we are also sponsored by...
Good Time Snacks. Yep, the #1 snack in the world, man. You can
all over the world.
All over the world. You can remember some of the different types of snacks.
Listen, I just had, right? I just had the corn curls there I just feel like eating little corn curls. That you honest truth. So I went and open a pack of corn curls that I had there. The children come by me and confuse me Saturdays for my little snacks and things. But I went there so I open a little pack of the thingy bobsies. But of course, you know, they've got the blanched peanuts. That's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
Right? They got
the wait, for somebody who may not know how the blanched peanuts taste, the salty, a little bit of salt, no salt, what?
No salt.
No salt. Okay.
I don't like too much salt.
Okay.
I get it all now. Right? And when you get it all, you're supposed to fill your system with too much salt and all that. So I don't do a lot of exercise like young people that can run and sweat and things. So they got some lightly salty peanuts and things that you can get to, right? Also the honey-coated peanuts, you know what that ones?
Yeah.
Right, them is another one of my favorite ones.
Then they're wacky.
Yeah, the cashews.
But you know they got the salted cashews, the lightly salted cashews, the unsalted cashews. And there's another type of cashew nuts that are hard to get. That you talk about all the time.
Yeah, the coconut crusty ones.
Yes, man.
The coconut crusty ones. Them be very hard to find sometimes. Also, they've got the caramel popcorn.
Yes.
They've got the salted popcorn. Right, they've got the almonds. They've got my favorite, the spicy hot balls. Right, you know, those are one of my favorite ones. And of course, if you're having a little get together for the family and things, they've got the snack pack. The big snack pack. You see them
you mean the party pack, man. The party pack.
The big party pack, right.
But Queen, you might be right, because to my surprise, the last time I passed through JD's, right, some weeks ago, I thought they were just the party pack full stop. They have other types of packs. So you may be right about the snack pack. We can double check if the name is correct.
The super snack pack.
See? I had the money was right. Yes, there are a lot of different types of variety packs I didn't even know. I thought they were just the party packs. So I learned something. No. The other week, you know?
They got the super ones.
All right.
Right? So, and of course, they got a Now, so this is COVID time now. So when you're home watching Netflix and saying you want a little something to just chew on, you got your peanuts, you got your almonds, you got your popcorn, you got your spicy balls, you got your caramel popcorn, you got all kinds of nuts. Using nut vendors, so you should know all about the nuts and everything.
You know that, man. You know that, for sure.
Right. So we inside 2 half-an-hours compliments of those 2 people. Now, a lot of things happening in Barbados here recently that got me cosmophobic. Here it is. You know, got my head confused. And some of it related to this same COVID thing. Last week we were talking about the protocols because I heard, you know, the Minister of Health come out and say that persons who are vaccinated, fully vaccinated, once they come at the airport with a negative PCR test from their home country, they'll just walk right through, no quarantining or anything like that there. Now, a woman messaged me there before, and she was in all kinds of trouble because she apparently went to Guyana for a wedding, right? She only had 1 shot of the vaccine so far. When she left Guyana, she came back to Barbados with a negative PCR test out of Guyana. But when she came here, they told her she got to quarantine for 5 days. 5 days, she had to find hotel money. She told me she in a hotel now. She don't know she didn't pay these people here. So she's got to stop in a hotel for 5 days until they do the second test or whatever test that is that she got to get do. All right, that is fine. I did do a little background check. I called people in the vehicle, all kinds of people in the night. And they tell me that once you are not vaccinated, you have to spend 5 days once you come into Barbados in quarantine. I ain't got a problem with that there, so you understand that. Her question, though, was this here, and it was a very good question. She was asking how comes it is that she got to stay in a hotel and can't go home since she lived by herself. It's only she lived. And all 2 of them, they went to Guyana for the funeral. So all 2 of them had to stop in the hotel. The woman was asking why it is that she got to look for $700 and somebody to stop in a hotel for 5 days, and she got an empty house there, so home actually. Which is a good question. Because she said she in the hotel and they got on this tracking thing from she or whatever it is from here that there were no part is at any given time at the armband or whatever it is. And she was asking the same way they could do that for her. She came in with a negative. Why they can't let her go home at herself and quarantine for the 5 days, and if anything, then she could get another test and they will know where she is. Because currently, as it stands, we got people who are positive. And the home isolating, and they got all the trackers, because they got enough trackers but in Barbados to put other people. So you got over 4,000 people in, but you have 5,000 people in Barbados now home quarantining. Right?
Right.
Then they got all the trackers by them, and they're positive. So her question is that she is saying, I'm not positive. Why can't I go home and quarantine and then do the test in the next 5 days or whatever? But I can't go home. I got to get the blood for $700 to get this hotel, but you got people home positive and walking all through the communities, which is a good question.
It's a good question.
So I would like somebody in the know to message me. Furthermore, from out of all this here, I see a politician lady, Dr. Sonia Brown, or whatever she name. She is a member of the government. And she was asking how it is that these people getting off these planes now because they're fully vaccinated and coming to the airport and going about the business. She wanted to know who idea it was, who the government talked with. And she remember the government, But she don't understand. I thought all them would sit down around the table and decide whether they make these decisions, that this is what we do. Because she did shock.
Okay.
Right, so I thought it would be a situation where everybody sit down and you will come to a thing. So you got the Barbados medical people saying nobody will consult them on this thing because the people that stepping off the plane with a negative test or whatever, just because they're vaccinated don't mean they can't got COVID. And the minister does also right to research that a percentage of them, not a big percentage of them, but when they did the test and things at the airport, they were still catching a few people who were positive. Which means that we are going to have positive people coming into Barbados, and because they're fully vaccinated, they will walk right through the airport, walk into the public, and mingle with everybody. That's what you got to look out for yourself and protect yourself. That's all I can say now. You got to look out for yourself.
Really
because
protect yourself. Seriously.
from what you hear them say, they said they're done with the contact tracing. They're done phoning about people and telling people that you come in contact with this person, and you come in contact with that person, they'll go and get test. If you know you come in contact with somebody, it's all over the place now.
So wait, what you just said just now, that is alleged, or you read that?
No, I heard that come from the people.
Oh.
That it is so much COVID, it's so widespread in Barbados that it didn't make no sense with this contact tracing anymore. They can't keep up with it.
Whoa.
They can't keep up with it, so they're done with that. Nobody on phone you telling you that you may have come in contact with this person or that person or whatever. If you feel that but no, you will know if you come in contact with somebody because it is so out there now. There's certain you know people who got COVID, Percy. Or you know people who got COVID. Or you went wrong someplace or the other. So you got people that hearing for themselves and they gotta get tests. Nobody calling about no more. If you know you was in some place, you say, oh, that George Brown had it. Why didn't that say George Brown? Let me go and get test. That is what happened.
It's a common sense thing.
It's a common sense thing. So the people say, listen, incline your heart to common sense. That's what the Prime Minister said. Incline your heart to common sense. If you know that you was exposed, go and get test and protect yourself. That's what we going. That's the role that we going on all it now.
Oh.
Wait though, you don't even put me in you know me, I'm dangerous. I just got to find out these things for myself.
What you want to know now, Queen?
I just got to find out these things for myself. You supposed my friend, I thought you would call me and give me a little heads up.
I wonder who you getting at now. Are you listening?
What's that not?
I wonder, you don't know?
Well, you don't even tell me that my girlfriend there smoke got not like a black hat. What happened?
I know what you're talking about.
You gonna quit all of a sudden. I see my friend Smoothie, right? Put something on Instagram or somewhere like that there, so I can try to dig it up. I hear about their Wi-Fi from my neighbor, right? So it is a little slower sometimes because there's children over there, so they've got everything.
My cheese on Queen. So much people know you all over Barbados and offer you drinks and things. And you such a hot dress and thing. You trying to tell me that you all Wi-Fi yet?
I don't know. I think this COVID season a little tight for the little thing.
Okay, I understand.
But I see Smoothie, they used to got the morning shift there, so up on that station that you pan.
Yeah.
Right. I see Smoothie get shift. His name's who? David Harris, we name.
Yeah.
Right. Smoothie get shift to the old, not the old people station. He gets shift in the evening, and he can't please about that at all.
Are you listening all the time?
No, you listening all the time. Use a good secret service.
I read nothing, big man. Sorry, Her Majesty. I read nothing.
You is what it is called a good secret service person. I see Smoothies. He holds up his clothes and get no bad for social media. He say, John, and nobody ain't tell he nothing, and he get forced out. Well, use a good secret. Use a good secret one here.
I'm going to read it myself. You can't expect me to say it. I know when I read
So what part you work at, Chef?
But you say you post it.
Right.
You say he tell me or he tell people here. You say you post it as you say, right? So if I read you post a candle.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, man.
So you don't hear just talking and so there so roll the elevator
I just come in and do my shift. I have for home most days, man. These COVID times, you know. So I don't linger about.
Oh, okay. Right. I thought you were here, so I didn't run the water fountain or something like that there. So.
No, man.
All right, but he ain't sounds so pleased. He ain't sounds so pleased at all. So. I got to talk. It sounds like a decision was made. I don't know if they feel again too old or whatever. Probably wants a person that can't read so good and all that. And so, you know, young people don't care about nobody reading news and all that. And so, they probably just want bashment music and they shoot the police songs and that. I don't know how school keeping it decided there. So, but Smoothie Licky is happy. So, but it just goes to show, right when you start to get a certain age, people that say, you know, it's time to pack and go. Brings me round out to this West Indies cricket team that's getting a lot of licks up the road. You see they got ball up for 55 runs the other day.
Yeah.
55 runs A big team that game, ball over 55 runs, sound like a parish church food fed.
Sound like a what?
A parish church food cricket match. St. Stephen's Anglican Church versus the Nazarene Sunday Pastor. So yeah, you bring a plate of food and everybody have fun, and the girls opening the bowling and the fellas got back left-handed. So it's only one kind of matches.
So you trying to say it's not like a professional, little put together little fun cricket thing?
It's not like a put together thing. And people were saying from day one before the team left that you got a man like Chris Gayle on it, 42 years old, that can't even run. I don't even think Chris Gayle can remember who he named now. Big old man like he. Keep out young people, the selectors and friends and family. We'll call it friends and family cricket team. I ain't going on the road, but full of Trinidadians and full of this body and that body. I just believe it's a friends and family thing. You know? You keep out Jason Hawley, put Jason Hawley in the reserves. Right. I tell you, he ain't good enough to make this team. But you got on some little young boy from Jamaica, I think he is, that every ball is good for 6 runs. But you're telling me he better than Jason. Right, God is wearing pajamas but you don't sleep. So you got Chris Gayle now, 30, 42 years old, can't hardly get 2 runs. Then you got some fast ball that's 38 years old. Chris Gayle should be man enough to tell people, listen, I can make real room for the younger people. I ain't interested in playing. But there's a selfish kind of person. Selfish people do those kind of things. I say so. I thought so that he ain't got a respect for Curly Armas, because Curly Armas that he can be hard to meet the level. Curly Armas didn't tell us. I see the same thing too. But that's how some people does be. They want to go and go and go. They got people that be in workplaces. The community workplace when they was 14 or 15 or 16 years old. When you ask them how much years they got in, they got in 57 years. You was in somebody's place for 45, 48 years. Time to retire, you all want to go home. Like you build the place, or the place is yours. So then people got to write you a letter and tell you it is time to go. That they want you to vacate the place by December the 31st, because you're going past 67 years old. And you go home, and you still want to go on the workplace every minute. Or you go home and you reapply now, you want some kind of money. And governments is doing it too. All 2 governments, 3 or 4 governments that do the same thing. People go home in the 60s, near 70 years old. Next, you know, the government pick them up and bring them back to do something or the other. For what? We have got young people that can do these jobs. You can pick up a woman nearly 90 or 95 years old, or a man, and bring him back as a consultant, or bring him back to head this department, and that put more money in his pocket. What more money you want, man? There you can't get it, yeah. And you got young people coming to university, can't get their work. You picking up old people all the time. All governments is doing. So I'm putting them my finger at the one or the next. All it is doing is be a friends and family kind of thing. The popular change in somebody's back pocket. Oh, you don't work now. How old you is now? Yeah? You 68? Man, come and got something for you. Hold on here so for the next 3 or 4 years. And I send you over this cricket universities now. But dragging about with a lot of old people. Like Chris Gayle and that kind of people. And young people that you say can't pass a fitness test. Chris Gayle had to set the fitness test. Because they said that he can't run and his foot is getting trouble. His back is getting trouble. He suffered arthritis in his back and his knee and all that. He had to do the fitness test. The young people that they're so playing cricket, you say they've been fit enough to make the team. So you left them home. I tell one of God is wear pajamas but you don't sleep here. We said you have no compliments.
I like that one though. I like that one. He's going to wear pajamas but you don't sleep. I like
you don't sleep. You see,
I can board out. I can board out.
That's what all time. That's an all time Bajan saying.
I know what God will say. I never hear the part about the pajamas.
Right. They say God is wear pajamas but you don't sleep.
Are you sure you add all that pajama part, Queen?
No, ask anybody that's an all time thing. They say you must wear pajamas but you don't sleep.
Anybody that hear the pajamas part, WhatsApp me, man. Let me know, man. I never hear the pajama part. If you're the Queen, back up that.
No, I back up that. That's one of your all time ones. People say the Lord might wear pajamas but you don't sleep. So you see now, holding on getting the team now, somebody injured, so they had to go for holding on dragging the team. That's why the Lord wear pajamas but you don't sleep. We are said to have enormous compliments of Mark Otto Spears.
That's right.
Mark Otto Spears. And of course, Good Time Snacks. You're going to shop with the good guys over at Marks or the Spears. Remember, they have all the parts for your vehicles, the small parts, the big parts, the medium parts. We're talking about parts for vehicles like Subaru, Nissan, Kia, Cadillac, Volkswagen, Ford, Mitsubishi, BMW, Chevrolet, you name them, they have it inside.
Got everything covered, man.
Got it covered from clutch tables, CV joints, the counter motor oils, of course, are inside the place, suspension, arms, fenders, ball joints, the gas fit sets, everything in at Marks Auto Spares. 4 locations, remember, over at Bel Air, St. George. You can go at 6 Roads, all in the heart of St. Farlop. Saucers, and of course, right there in Derriston Plaza, if you're looking for your transmission fix, you're looking for your door handles, your suspension arms and engine mounts, if you're looking for your CTR parts, your even your wiper blades, and of course, your hoses, you always got to do preventative maintenance, and we're talking about preventative maintenance, we're talking about Marks Auto Spares. And of course, we also got to say thank you to Good Time Snacks, 100% Bajan company. So when you buy Bajan snacks, you're keeping Bajan people employed. When you buy Bajan snacks, you're keeping Bajan money and the foreign currency home in Barbados.
That's right. Support local people. We stressing Punny, support local, man.
Support local. As I tell one already, when you go in the supermarket and you pick up them foreign snacks coming out of Guatemala and the Philippines and Belize and all kind of places, you keeping them people economies rolling, and you keeping them people out there in jobs and in work. When you bypass the local snacks and you go on to buy them foreign snacks, it's this foreign currency that we got to send out there. So, and right now we're struggling to get their foreign currency. It's foreign currency we got to send out there. And when you go there and buy them people snacks, it means that we local people might have to lay off we people because we ain't buy the local snacks. So that's why I'm telling you, 100% local, and of course, the people who just met is spicy hot balls. I suppose it'd be bringing some for Versi just now.
Well, and of course, you see, I feel like good when it comes to you bringing them for me.
This much spicy hot balls. So you want some unsalted peanuts then?
That's a sure, you know. Go watch you, you know.
No. I mean, I would send them by somebody.
If you both send me bring something for me, I know legit I think. But when you go bring something for me, go watch you, you know.
Come, you want cheese twist? You want some a little more crunch? You want some a little more crunch? Because cheese twist be cheesy and a crunchy. In other words, you want that from me.
I feel like good, man.
Okay.
Don't watch name. You know you saw our body talking about. You got past me, you're downward, and they good. They good.
But once you good, they good. Once you are good, I ain't got nothing to complain about. Once you say you good, you see they're laughing. Don't forget, people, this Saturday at Marks Auto Spares car park there in Sauter, St. George, you know, the Glebe Polyclinic, of course, with the Sauters Medical Center. Issuing vaccines right there between 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock. So you can come and get your first dose. You can come and get your second dose. Of course, if you're coming for your second dose, you walk with a little blue card. Yeah. Walk with a little blue card. Come and get your vaccine. The professionals will be there. And if you are 70 and over, vaccine like 6 months ago, you can walk with your papers and come and get your booster shot too. They've got all 3 vaccines there. You know, I
just wanted to ask you if they got all 3. So they got the Pfizer, the AstraZeneca, and the Sinopharm. They got all 3.
All 3 can be all
3 available.
All 3 available there. Okay, all 3. Good. So you gotta worry. You can't get all 3 though, because some people got this ask them all 3.
I said that the Queen of Versi said you can get all 3.
Right. You know some places you just go and the woman is asking if you want chicken or fish, and some people say both. Although the people that it's already for airlines, I tell you, said don't let somebody, the air hostess come around, you know, she come around, she checking, asking with the food and thing. And she said, you ask her, what do you have? We have chicken and pasta, or you can get beef and green potatoes. Which one would you like? I can get both. It's in that kind of thing. No, that's how some people is.
It's true.
The inspector that then pay for the phone, the plane ticket.
Big money.
And their money to get to them. And sometimes the horses would look at you, like she's saying, but this boy really like Christmas fruit though. But then she would say, I can make a little turn, you know, and if at the end when they do the little go round, and I got an extra one thing, I will check your back.
True.
Right, so then
happened already. Yeah.
Right, so then later on in the flood, she will come back and say, "Oh, okay, we got a beef and potato here, so if you want it, you can have it." And then Rocktown people will eat that.
So that's all that they get. They want nobody and want.
Right. they get the one. So they get all through. Go say good evening to my good friend Barbara Ann. I've got to come up there and check out your little restaurant place. Also to Lisa Ditterville. My good friend Judith Combs is locked on, and my brother Chessie from another mother.
Yeah, man, shout out Chessie for real.
Yeah, Chessie is big time. Mark's for the Spears.
Supporter.
You know, he support man. Wherever we do him, Chessie's make sure he there, so he's a good fella.
Support me enough things too. When he used to promote events, I think back in the good old days before COVID, he come enough of my events I support.
Now you make it sound like it was like 10 years ago.
But 2 years is long though. I mean, I say events during the first year for a short period of time. I tell you what, it feel like 10 years actually.
It feel long to me though, cause I had a crop over a long time.
Or they.
I'm looking for getting over the walk up now and everything.
I got a question for you though. You
Yes,
just reminded everybody about the pop-up vaccine pop-up at the Glebe Polyclinic, right?
It's not at the Polyclinic.
The Garden Church of God. You tell about the one at the Garden Church of God yet?
No, I don't
Okay,
know.
well, you got a little information here.
But share it with me, please.
Yeah, there's a COVID-19 vaccine pop-up this Saturday. It's also this Saturday. But this one is going to be at the Gardens Church of God, Regap the Garden, St. James. All right? 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. All 3 vaccines available. You need to walk with your identification card if you're getting your first dose. But if you're getting your second dose, you walk with the card, but also with your blue vaccination card. All right? So all COVID-19 protocols will be in effect. It's hosted by the Ministry of Health COVID-19 vaccination team. So this Saturday at the Gardens Church of God, Regap, the Garden, St. Michael, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m.
You say it's raining over there?
This Saturday.
This Saturday as well, too.
Yeah,
so
1
I
p.m.
know
to 3
apply
p.m.
to the people that
Don't put the west
in the
side,
areas.
west side or certain parts of the north. You know the parts of the north that are too far from St. James, you know?
So where is the Garden?
The Garden. The Garden.
Oh, the Garden in St. James.
Yeah, you know the Garden is, right?
Yeah.
Right. So if you think about the Garden, that is say like 5-minute drive away from Spike Stone, you know, the one in St. James. Really
okay. So that's the one up north.
Yes, the northern part of St. James, yes.
I thought you were talking about the Garden in Country Road, you know.
I understand what you asked now.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
good. So if it's that Garden, you go all that long road there, people can take your van and come up.
True.
Spiketown, Halltown, people that live in Western, Painsby, and even in that area.
You know your places.
Right, but it's a straight road thing, so you just jump on the van and get off there, so in Garden, and go get yourself sorted out.
True.
So that's one straight road. Anybody from that long highway one, Painsby, Western, Fitz Village, that whole area, coming up the road.
Yeah.
Mullins, and you can come down now from Spiketown if you live up.
Correct.
You know, St. Peter area. Well, live on it and you're there, so you got a choice. You can either go at Thingy Bobsy, and Salters there, or you can Thingy Bobsy.
That's the Glebe Polyclinic.
Right.
Right. Correct. Salters Medical Center.
Right. But
it's going to be like Mars Auto Spears. Car Park. Right. Gotcha.
Right there in front of Mark's Auto Spears. And of course, on this Saturday, if you're interested in plants and special plants and plant sales and things, the music group is having their month-end sale in front of, next to British Hill Post Office. Right. This Saturday, October, the 30th of October from 8 in the morning to 2 p.m. at Dalkeith Ridge. I'm going to read that again. Saturday, October the 30th from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Dalkeith Ridge. That's next to the British Hill Post Office. You can come visit, get your herbs, your ferns, crown of thorns, fruit trees, orchids, ear plants, palms. She's got some big words, so you can't read all the big words. I know the shrubs, even fertilizer, plant pots, and a lot more. Also, new arrivals, they've got chrysanthemums, orchids, and something in some patients or whatever. It's the Macy Garden Group. So this Saturday, if you're interested in getting your plants and things, you're looking for your herbs, your thymes, your seasonings, or whatever, this Saturday, the 30th of October, Dalkeith Ridge, which is next to the British Hill Post Office, so go there and get yourself sorted out, right? Don't
I just received some more information here. There will be, I think you mentioned this, but let me just read it in case there's more information. Boosters, AstraZeneca boosters for people over 70. I heard you said that earlier, right?
Yeah.
Right. Immune compromised people as well. I think that is, we should be able to do the first and second doses of Pfizer. This message is from Dr. Ferdinand. This is regarding the church on Saturday. So
on Saturday?
Yes. So we need to let the over 70s know they can get their boosters, AstraZeneca boosters, okay? And they'll be doing the first and second doses of Pfizer. All right?
Right. So if you know you're over 70, they say after a while the vaccines will start to get a little weak in your system, right? And the older you are, you're more open up to these kind of things. So they say if you are over 70, it's time now to get your booster shot. Don't let anybody frighten you and tell you, man, it can turn you into this and it can turn you into that. You're going to be taking a vaccine every 2 weeks and all kind of thing. Safeguard yourself. Because I just yesterday, I don't know, it's not this one how this here work at all. They say now a lot of people, because of the home isolation, they turn up at the hospital now, very, very sick, and by the time they get there, it is too late. They're home, coughing, or ain't feeling well, and trying to fight at home with Vicks and Benji's balsam and tea.
That don't work at all. That don't work.
Right. Because they get and hear a lot of nuisance people on social media and things saying,
Speaking of which, I saw a video this morning. We gonna talk about that, but you finish talk first.
Right.
When speaking about nuisance video.
So you got a lot of nuisance people on social media encouraging people to stay home and fight this thing by themselves because they're saying that the doctors killing people for purpose up at Harson's Point.
You watch the video you watch.
To frighten people into getting the vaccine. I hear this here with my own 2 ears. I see videos where people saying it. A bunch of nuisance clowns on social media accusing the doctors and the nurses and the medical people of Barbados of murdering people up at Harson's Point because they want to force people into taking the vaccine.
That's the guy I saw today. The particular video I saw, he was saying that, well, that's a whole long thing here. I don't want to repeat that. It sounds so silly. Anyway.
Right. So my thing is, though, so then you got people now home, because we got over 5,000 people, and it could be more. Because a lot of people ain't going and get the test no more. They just cough and tell themselves, I must have got it now. So I'm going to tell my, I am going for the test and try to fight it. So now you got people that home that ain't feeling good, but frightened to call the authorities and tell the authorities, listen, I hear so scrambling with my breath, I wonder if they come and pick me up and tell me some way that I can get oxygen, right? Because they say your oxygen level is dropped, and when your oxygen level drops, sometimes you might not even realize how low it dropped. You might just find yourself trying to breathe in a little quicker, and your heart racing trying to keep up with you. But then you're next thing you know, you're at the hospital now, and when you get there, it's too late. People can't do nothing for you.
True.
Because we have a lot of nuisance people, and they say so all the time, a bunch of nuisance people who don't want the vaccine, which is their business. It is a choice. It's your choice. If you don't want it, you don't want it. Right. But they are so hell-bent on keeping people from taking it that they're creating a lot of false stories and telling lies. Right. Good.
Pure nonsense.
And every day when you look now, you are seeing so-and-so, 51 years old, 62 years old, 44 years old, 31 years old, dead, unvaccinated. Okay, all right. Read between the lines, you can't work over this. I lost a cousin this week.
Sorry to
My
hear
cousin
that.
died Sunday.
My condolences.
Right. My cousin died Sunday. God say condolences to the family again. But when they check, my cousin is unvaccinated. I check now with the rest of my cousins. Now they hear them getting the vaccine. I can't force the boy to take them. I just telling them watch and see what's going on wrong with them. And I had another friend that she lost died on Sunday too. I asked she wasn't vaccinated. No, she wasn't going to get the vaccine.
But what I'm hearing people saying, Queen, a few people, well, not telling me, but messages floating wrong. They're saying because there's a possibility that if you're vaccinated, you could pass away, which is happening. It don't make no sense to get the vaccine.
If you're vaccinated, you can still do it?
Yeah. Okay, we all know that the vaccine, the doctors aren't claiming the vaccine is 100%.
Right, no, it is not 100%.
Correct. So,
Right.
so there's still a chance if you take the vaccine that you may be one of the unlucky people to pass away.
You
So
mean to die from taking the vaccine?
No. I mean for
you
COVID.
mean to catch COVID and die?
Yes.
Right. So
yes.
they are saying you can still. So they're saying they may not take the vaccine because it doesn't make no sense because you can still catch it or you can still die.
Yeah. So
Right.
right. So let me just address that for anybody locked on who may be mining. You know, people coming from that angle.
Right.
So even though it's not, you handle it, Queen man. Because we can say the same thing, but you handle it.
Right, there's something called layers of protection. We heard doctors talking, they talk about layers. There are different types of layers of protection. Now, you've got to maintain your a layer of protection is to boost your immune system.
Correct.
You eat properly, you sleep, you rest, and everything. But sometimes that is not enough.
Right.
So you take the vaccine to help boost, because the vaccine is an immune booster.
Yes.
It is help boost your immune system to react. You understand? What the vaccine is supposed to do is to give your body a head start on whatever can come in so that your body will recognize it and say, yes, I know what this is. Let me start fighting it right now. As opposed to if you are not vaccinated, when it comes into your system, your immune system got to be scrambling and taking up books and reading through books and saying, what is this here? We never see this one here yet.
True.
By the time your immune system recognizes it and
figures out what to do and stuff.
It overwhelming your system.
Yes.
That's looking at it in a layman's point of view. Think of your immune system as a bunch of soldiers. They recognize the enemy. They've seen the enemy because the enemy come in and they say, oh, okay, this is what the enemy look like. So if it come again, we know how to start fighting it.
Right.
But if your immune system cannot recognize it, by the time your immune system start to fight with it, sometimes it's too far gone.
Yes.
It overwhelms your whole system. Not that your body is fighting, but it can't keep up with it anymore.
Yeah.
The other thing too is you have to look at it in terms of a vehicle. We know people is getting a vehicle and drive and die in car accidents, right?
Yes.
Sometimes when they die, they just got on a seatbelt on them.
Yes, it happens, yes.
Sometimes people just die and the airbags just get deployed, but they're still dead.
Yeah, true.
But that does not mean that you should go and get in a vehicle without putting on a seatbelt.
Correct. Or to disable
disable your airbag.
Airbag.
You have to give yourself as much chance as possible.
As much of a fighting chance as possible.
As much fighting chance as possible that if you are in a car crash, that your seatbelt, between your seatbelt and your airbags will save your life.
Yes.
You give yourself as much chance as possible. You don't say, man, I know a friend of mine that dead in the car accident and when he's dead, he still had on his seatbelt. It's possible, yes, we know that can happen, but you give yourself as much chance as possible. That's all people will be saying. It's a possibility, yes, you can still get vaccinated and still dead.
Yes.
We know that.
Yes.
But you give yourself as much chance as possible.
Correct.
Because this thing is not making any sport. Every single day, within the last 4 days, we lost over 20 people. You know, in 4 days, you lost over 22 people died from COVID in Barbados in 4 days. You take that as sport. We had 9 on Sunday.
Yeah, 9.
And between Monday and Tuesday, we had another 7 or 8.
Yeah.
So in the last 4 or 5 days, we lost over 23 people from COVID. How much people you know died to get the vaccine? You got to be realistic. Not that telling you got to do that. It is up to you. It's your personal choice. My problem is with the nuisance people, as I told you already, who telling people stay home and drink this and stay home and drink that if you're feeling bad, but don't go and get help. If you are in home isolation and you start to feel bad, call the people.
Yep.
Let the people come for you. Give yourself a chance. Don't wait till you can't walk and can't breathe and then rush down the hospital and then the same evening, because that's what's happening right now. And I didn't see them saying that somebody turned up there yesterday or the day before with a decomposed body. Explain that to me, Percy.
That day blowing my mind, let me tell you. I can't believe what he was reading.
Percy, explain that. I try to understand. I better hear somebody tell me so. At first, I thought there was making sport. I thought about the making sport till I hear the doctor say that somebody turned up at the hospital with a decomposing body, and a decomposing body means that the body is dead already and getting ready to burst or whatever the case may be. When they say decomposing, it means that it is a fresh dead. Decomposing means that, well, I ain't so sure the medical term for it is. It means, but when we think about decomposing body, we just think about creepers and all kind of things.
Yeah, that first thing comes to mind.
That's the first thing that's coming to mind.
And an awful saint.
And I say, so when you hear that the police find a decomposing body in his campground,
the body started to rot.
That's how we just think about it.
Yeah.
So I want to know how you just pick a dead person that started to decompose, or you gotta know the body died.
Yeah.
You gotta know that you have to have an idea that a person died. And then you can lead to the hospital, and people say, well, this body had to be dead for 2 or 3 days now, or a day and a half. The person had to be dead for over a day or in that region. But I guess the person probably figured, well, the body in a coma, and then they try to tend them or whatever.
I ever know.
I don't know what it is, but it blew my mind because it reached international news. So I see people in chats in Caribbean talking about it.
Sure.
So you know that when you see people in chats in the other Caribbean islands talking about people in Barbados picking up dead people and carrying them at the horse, it sounds like a horror picture. It sounds like a zombie picture.
It sounds like
a zombie picture, so it kind of like blow my mind. Anyhow, as I say, Mark saw the spirit in front there, so this Saturday they got the vaccine thing with Sawdust Medical Clinic and the Glebe Polyclinic. First dose, second dose, and people with immune issues and over 70s, go and get yourself sorted out, right? Don't think.
Also,
get yourself sorted out.
Yes.
So all the Jack Roar fans, you know Jack Roar is running 7 lane trouble up the road in Europe. The trust stabbing is alleged.
It's alleged, yeah.
Yeah, it's alleged that he tried stabbing a promoter a few months ago. But he still got in jail up there. So they said
they said that they call it prison system. He hasn't been convicted, but apparently the officers out there and the court system don't make that type of sport. They don't make that type of sport. Just hold you alone till the court case come out. They don't play with you.
But let's do that in Barbados, too. But you know, but they say he is suspected of attempted murder, attempted manslaughter, aggravated assault, or attempted aggravated assault. Right. So I don't know.
But Jack Roar has been, as people say, he's used the word after tripping for a long while. I don't know if you use that word, Queen.
Tripping.
Yeah. In other words, I don't know if he got mad for a long while. I don't know if you hear about the other things he's doing. He always in some noise with somebody.
Yeah.
Again, all he can too right, and he had for a while now. So
for a little while now.
Yeah, people weren't surprised to hear this latest incident with him. That's how bad it is. When somebody, when you're a sweet reggae singer saying conscious music, I Lovers Rock and thing, you know?
Right.
And then a lot of people all over the world hear that you're locked up for stabbing a promoter, and people on the internet commenting say, oh, we ain't surprised. That ain't good. Not a good thing at all.
No, that is a good thing. I would really like to find out what happened. I don't know if you read it, to perform, and the corn come together as how you would like. Because I hear people say that God's spirit don't always strike with mankind sometimes. So sometimes, I ain't saying this is the case here.
We ain't know.
Because I don't know, but I know sometimes promoters has got money for people and is getting people a lot of lip when they get around to pay them. I know that because I went through that already. I went through promoters already that I remember up to this day. Man went to New York and performed. You know, we get a little change before we went on, all right. The normal procedure is that you get your rest of your berry before you step on the people's stage.
Correct.
That is the normal procedure. But if you and the promoter got an understanding, you just go and perform, go back to your hotel, and then later on the promoter will meet you or wire the money to you or tell you, listen, they're going to wire the money this afternoon or whatever, and you're cool with that. Because when you got a relationship with every now and then you call you and do a little work, and you never had an issue with the body. Right? So, you know, some people will stick out that they're not going on stage so they get the little corn.
Right.
Another set of people will say, that's my man. He ain't going to be at the door scrambling to get money and go ramble. Because sometimes a fella pocket might not be always there, or sometimes the show might not do as well as the man thought it would do. You understand? So he just got to drive around now and collect all the ticket
money.
Ticket monies and things. So he would tell, I got to collect money from so and so.
Right.
Later on this evening or tomorrow morning, as we meet with him back at the hotel and start with the little berry. And you know that already? And you tell yourself you're cool with that.
Yeah.
There's another fella now that from the time you tell him you're stepping on the stage, he got attitude. Even though the arrangement was that you are not going on stage to get your money.
Yeah, that's the red flag there.
Right. He got an attitude because he figured that you should go and perform and thing. So I know he can tell himself, he can tell you he got the door and get money, he got to do so and so and so. So he faced no right, he vex and cool and thing. Yeah. And when he come to pay you now, he angry. Right? And then he got attitude and he would say he would never work with you again, which is fine. But I remember we went and do a show for Labor Day weekend. When we tell the man, and it was for a $20 promoter too. We tell the man, well, we are not going on stage so we get the rest of the little buried. The man said, listen, the man John real bad. The man said, listen, I work with plastic bags, I work with Fingal, I work with ID, I work for Ting, and I work with Square One, I work with Crossfire, I work with this body, I work with that body, all that people. I work with a lot of people. And he never had any issues with paying people the money, and he never do this, and he never do that, and I think the first time he worked with me, and we getting all this and these all that. Square One now, who was the backing band, I think, at that point in time, or one of the bands that was there, called me once and said, they tell me, listen, this man is a pretty cool man. We never had an issue with him.
Right.
So, gonna perform, and tomorrow morning, it can be yours. That was in 1997 or some foolishness like that. The man dead and never get my money. You understand what I tell you? The man dead. We come back to Barbados. You see, they didn't send any money, and the man dead. And some of the people who perform that same night ain't get a cent. Ain't get a cent. So sometimes when some of these promoters give people lip and thing about the money, you never know. You don't know what happened. If he and Jack Crow had a little happen, and then Jack Crow decided to hit him with something like that. But that's for the Jack Crow fans,
it's a
right?
It's a possibility.
That's for Jack Crow fans. Yeah. Anyway, people, remember we are in here compliments of who? Mark's Auto Spares,
man.
The #1 Auto Spares place in Barbados. 4 locations: Bel Air, St. George, Salton, St. George, all the way up in St. Far.
That one is 6 rows, right?
Lip. Huh?
6 rows. That one is 6 rows, right?
Yeah, six rows in the heart. And of course, you've got one there at Darrison Plaza. So if you're looking for all your premium motor oils, synthetic oils, if you're looking for your power steering fluids, you're looking for your air filters, tail lights, if you're looking for shock absorbers, stabilizing bars, brake pads, brake shoes, rain visors, you name it, you can go in at Mark's Auto Spares anytime and get those parts.
Whatever you need.
Engine, transmission, mounts and steers, alternators, switches and motors, and bushings. And of course, if you see a little starter motor, then a starter motor, sometimes it gives gripes sometimes.
Had those days. Had those days.
Let me tell you something.
You got to be knocking them. You got to be knocking them.
Yeah. So sometimes when you see that starting motor start to get a little trouble, don't embarrass yourself.
Yeah, don't wait.
Don't wait. Get your mechanic come and look at it, and let your mechanic decide if it can get fixed or if it should get a new one. Because sometimes you go on somewhere and they know the Mercedes is one of the fellas to be out late at night and that kind of thing. And they curfew time you try to know to get from up with the woman now to get back home. And when you swing now, that's how the body get you bare trouble. So you go up at Mark's Auto Spares and get yourself sorted out. And of course, we are also sponsored by
Good Time Snacks, man. Let me deal with the Good Time Snacks part of this one, man. Let me catch about your breath, man. Your favorite snack made right here in Barbados, man. Beautiful Barbados, man. They have toffee popcorn, caramel popcorn, fruity popcorn, salted popcorn, hot balls, nacho rings, cheese twists, corn curls. They also have so many different types of nuts. They have honey-coated peanuts, healthy. These are healthy, fruit and nuts. They also have salted cashews, almonds, so much more. Good Time Snacks, your favorite snack made right here in Barbados. And you heard the Queen tell you, he told you, support local, okay?
Support local. Right now, we got this thing now. Everybody's saying this is getting in real trouble because of this Sahara dust mixing with this volcano ash. It's what you think, though?
Well, it had me last week. It had me sneezing. It had my eyes feel real gritty last week, but it ain't happened for the week yet. It happened for the week yet.
Right, so a lot of people might not even realize what happened with them. and you get frightened and think you got the Rona. You might got it. You never know.
The quickest thing is assume is that.
You got the Rona. But if your sinus is really giving you a lot of trouble and you suffer with them kind of things, you might need to get some sinus sprays and sinus medication because we got this whole haze. You see this haze that over Barbados for the last couple of days that got the whole place look cloudy. That's Sahara that's mixing with the volcano ash from South Island all the way near Africa.
True.
I don't know what the fighting Barbados.
I don't know how it happening.
Ash left St. Vincent and come here. We had a hurricane because we call it Corona. Now we got this thing here, so we don't know our chance. So we pray for this place or something. So or we go find an OB man or something. But what it is. Anyhow, Versi, it's that time of the evening.
What I got one thing to do, my brethren for no, he all in New Jersey, he always locked on. He loves this show, you know. He told me something we ain't do. He said PC Bruce in here and we ain't moving right. Cause now you talk now. Yes.
Right.
So we gotta do it. You understand? You want me to handle it? Let me see if I can
go ahead.
Mark's Auto Spares, the #1 auto spares in Barbados. Oh, that was
beautiful. That was beautiful.
Right, thank you.
God save the evening, Maria. She got a little beach shanty in there next to Payne's Bear Market. I had a lovely pulled pork kind of from she this morning. Oh God, and that was a day for her. Really sweet. So God makes sure it tastes real good. And the people who are interested in that area, the Payne's Bear Market can be open back from Monday, Tuesday. So you know you can go back there so and get your fresh fish and everything. Payne's Bear Market open back there. All right, God, thank Mark for the spirit again. Thanks, Nat, and of course thank you, Barbados. Thank you, Bercy.
No
I'm here, so
you're very welcome, and thank you as well, Queen. Enjoy the rest of your day and stay safe. Okay.
All right, Davy.
That was the mad 2.5 hours, or should I say those were the mad 2.5 hours with the compliments of Good Time Snacks and Mark's Auto Spares.